Some of you are coming from far away. Thank you for that. This is the first I4Travel conference in Athens. I'm Theodore Koumelis from Travel Media Applications, and we have partnered with I4Travel to organize this event, and there are more to follow. I'm introducing you to Tim Gunston, who is the Managing Director of I4Travel, and he will proceed the procedure here.
Hello, and welcome. This show is very exciting. Over the next 2 days, you're going to be around people who are going to transform the way travel is being bought and sold. It's changing at an incredibly dramatic rate, and people that don't see this are going to be in big trouble. So please do spend this time well. Talk to everyone you can. And without much further ado, I'll hand over to the experts. D Buhalis is our chair. Respected Professor. Demetrius, thank you.
Thank you, Tim. Thank you, Theodore. Guys, welcome. Kalimera. Welcome to this fantastic event. Thank you for putting it together. It took a little bit of energy and a lot of work from Theodore, Vicky, Tim, and the team to do it, and they asked me to chair it. I think it's a bad choice, but never mind. Just before we start, and until Tim puts my presentation up, I'll introduce the show. I'd like to say a couple of things for housekeeping and the style we would like to run it. This will be a very informal event, informal conference. The purpose is for you to meet people, speakers and experts, but also to meet each other. So I'll pause for 1 minute and turn around, meet a person that you do not know and say hello. I've noticed that all the teams are together. Here is, all the Acquis team and the U-Travel team is together. Please do not sit together with your colleagues. My Finnish friends are together. Just mix around, okay? Meet people. So 1 minute, meet 2 people now. Stand around, meet 2 people that you have never... Okay, that's enough. My presentation is up. I've got a little whistle here, just in case. This is how we're going to do it. It's going to be informal. It's going to be very interactive. It will be social media, but without Facebook and without all the other technology. We'll have a Twitter feed for those of you who are tweeting, ET for eTourism Athens. So ET Athens, hashtag ET Athens if you're tweeting. And we'll take it from there. Now, I'd like to introduce you with a few things that are bothering me. If you've been to any of my presentations since the 17th of February, you may have seen some of these slides, because this is the new album. It's like Madonna on tour. So this has been running for a while. It's still moving. My name is D Buhalis. I'm a professor in Bournemouth University in England. And I'm teaching in almost every part of the world, including Finland, I have to say, in several places. But also I'm the president of IFIT. IFIT is the International Federation of Information Technology for Travel and Tourism. Who was in Innsbruck last week? Please say hello. Elena was there. Justin was there. You're there. We have 5 or 6 people who were in Innsbruck last week. We had the Enter conference, the annual event, which is one of the biggest events. And we're trying to develop the IFIT. Tinkara was there. I can see a lot of people. It was fun on Friday in Innsbruck, say, see you next week in Athens. Yeah, and everybody was saying, hey, guys, you're playing. But we're trying to develop the IFIT Greece, so to have a local chapter in Greece, so a lot of things will start from there. And I can see some people that they are candidates, really, for this thing. So Bournemouth University and IFIT, really. How does this work? I should have known. This is my university. No, this is the picture from Dubai, but this is the web page of the university, and it's fantastic. And unless I put that slide in for 2 minutes, and unless I say the word Bournemouth 6 times, they don't allow me to get out of the house. Here you are. I've said it. Well, I press and it doesn't happen, Theodore. IFIT, this is the website, so you can have a look on what IFIT does. And become a member and have access to proceedings, have access to slides, and become a member of the community. Third, that I don't like. This is the Innsbruck last week, but the next year we're in Sweden, in Helsingborg. Theodore, do we have another one of those, please? This doesn't work. Is there? Okay, that's fine. That I know. So quite often, as a professor of e-tourism, people are asking me to find out what's going to happen in the next 20 years. I'm very, very good at predicting the future. Very good at predicting the future. I'm very bad to understand when the future is going to happen. So I'll show you a few slides that I think will show you some of the future things that are coming. We are connected, and we are connected with a whole range of machines. I was uploading here several machines to operate, and gradually we'll be not only connected, but we're looking for inspiration. We'll be looking for a whole things to give us inspiration, and we'll go away from the current websites, which are primarily driven by text, to pictures like that, and we'll say, I'm planning to do this most. And this is from the hotels, and my friend Harry here is going to talk about how they're dealing with that in Expedia in a minute. And gradually you'll have the visualizer that is going to bring your visual DNA. What really fits to you? Do you remember segmentation? It's the other way around. We turn segmentation around now, and instead of trying to predict what the customer would like, you'll give the opportunity to the customer to segment themselves according to their preference, but with psychometric kind of information, not the things. John Kent is running Acquis, and this is some of the stuff that we have included on the website, and John will be talking about it. And I'm proud to be part of his board, and we're working with Rania and her team in developing a lot of things in this area. But you'll see a lot of the things that John is going to be talking about, and especially, I'm trying to find the right thing here. Does it work? No? No, I'm trying, there is a beamer. Yeah, hey, I found it. This area here, so when you go on the internet, on the Acquis side, you'll find a whole range of things that are happening there. One of the things that has been discussed in the last year, and I think we'll be discussing it here a lot, is social media and how do you deal with this situation where everybody's talking about your brand all over the place. And this is from a guy called Brian Solis, which says the brand is in the middle, and there are all these different social networking sites around, from Facebook, from Yelp, from all kind of things. I like Delicious and all, Blogger, where everybody and everywhere your brand is discussed, which creates incredible amount of challenges for organizations to understand how their online presence is managed. And TripAdvisor, and we have got Helena there from TripAdvisor, which most of the people are thinking about TripAdvisor, they're thinking about the hotel reviews. But for me, I really like the forum on the TripAdvisor. And this is one of my favorite posts, honeymoon in Athens, Santorini, and whatever. My fiancé and I am going to Greece for the first time, My fiancé is going to be looking for geological attractions. This is a honeymoon, I don't understand, but never mind. Photogenic views, and maybe a little dancing. Look at this. This is the problem of this American lady who is posting on TripAdvisor. And this is my hero, who we should have actually invited in this conference to talk about. We'll think about next year. Someone remind me. This is Nick. He's an architect. I've spoken to him on the phone one day. This guy has now about 9,000 to 10,000 replies. And he's structuring absolutely everything. Look at that. Yeah, you've done your homework, you understand. Regarding place to stay, please go to Ia, very nice spot, blah, blah, blah. What to add? Islands, Paros Island, Naxos Island, beautiful beaches, and he's answering to everything. In his spare time, volunteer. Anybody from the Greek National Tourism Organization here? Yeah? You're from there? EOT, anybody? Ministry of Tourism? Hello. Hi, guys. Are you following what's happening on TripAdvisor? Yeah? Has anybody replying from your organization there? Yeah? No? Yes? No? Okay, you need to decide and you tell me later, yeah? But there are a lot of people, especially on the Greek forum, is incredibly active. Incredibly active. And we can talk about that later on. Absolutely a worth range of information. If you really want to do marketing research, do not spend a lot of money, just go on TripAdvisor on the forum. You'll understand absolutely everything. Helena, you owe me for that, yeah? Thank you.
I'll do the same slide in about an hour. So.
Okay. That you don't have. Nick, you don't have. I'll give that to you with pleasure. Facebook also, it's the same thing. It's all this information now that's emerging. And Justin, where's Justin? Justin will be talking about the UK situation, how they are leveraging all the Facebook and the fantastic strategy that they're doing. Can we get some batteries for this? One other major area is location and context-based services and all the maps and everything that will be emerging. And gradually, with all our little machines, they'll provide the whole range of information that they'll understand where we are, who we are, personalized, and mood and context relation. And what I'm really excited, and I've got a team of people in my university, in Bournemouth University, I've said that 4 times, another 2, that is dealing with right now is what we call augmented reality. And augmented reality coming on mobile devices, and this is an incredibly interesting kind of area. So you'll go to a place, your machine will know where you are, and it's going to superimpose information here with a whole range of multimedia to provide very rich experiences. And I've done quite a lot of work on cultural heritage, and especially monuments and things where you can find a lot of information. And this information will be coming in a whole range of formats, static information, but also dynamic information. If you're in Paris and this is you're in Opera and you've got those lines that are coming through, you'll be able to see when the next train is coming along, and you can see a whole range of dynamic information. It's getting even more. It's getting to a situation where Facebook and several other platforms will have face recognition. So you'll say, hey, this is Manny. I know Manny from there. I've met here 7 years ago. This is Manny's friends that we are friends as well. Perhaps those media will know us too well for our own good. Is anybody scared from social media? Yeah? If you divorce, what do? You delete your profile and you start again, huh? Best exception. But this is very interesting how it's happening. A lot of this information will be coming along. Your Twitter feed will be coming. Your Facebook thing will be coming. And everything will be coming on your platforms that you carry with you. And you'll understand context. You'll understand who is living next door. You'll understand a lot of things about it. Because people are providing this information, it goes outside. We're going gradually to Web 3 on semantic web. The minute we're on Web 3, we will be able to tag everything. And once we geotag this information, we collect them all together and we create a virtual world. What's happening in conferences like that? There are 2 conferences right now. There's a conference here and a virtual one that's happening on Twitter. In Enter last week, we had 2,500 tweets. Tinkara, is that accurate or I made it up? Yeah.
Every day more.
Huh?
Every day more.
Every day more. And there were 350 people in the room, and there are 250 people tweeting. Not from the room, from around the world. We're streaming, we're doing a whole range of things. So increasingly what you'll have is the real world and the parallel virtual world. And that's a very fascinating area. And we're going to E-enhanced living. E-enhanced living is how we get information to actually blend with us. And what's going to happen gradually is all the screens will be interactive, and we'll be able to have one machine that's going to control a lot of things. This is from the labs of Siemens. And what is interesting is that once you are going to this kind of situation where this information, this screen there provides the space, you'll be able to have sea view in every hotel that you have. How many hoteliers have we got here? Okay. When I saw this picture, normally they say, hey, all my rooms do not have such a privileged view. I can turn them to sea view immediately. Or you can go to Paris, or you can do drawings with your cousin who happens to be in Australia. It doesn't matter where people are. We're becoming in a situation where we're going to be talking to each other. So people are asking me about the future, and in the future we'll be driving this kind of cars, or this kind of cars will be driving themselves. There is a little way from here to there, and I think we'll use this conference to find out how we're going to get there. But what we know is that people who have digital vision, they're going to be going places, and those who do not, they'll be left behind. I think with regards to this conference in particular, I'm very pleased with how many of you have turned up, and I'm really, really pleased that the Greek market and the Mediterranean market is moving forward, because so far it has not been up to date with developments. And I take this opportunity to start a new kind of community here of people who understand e-tourism a little bit better and to take things forward in the future. So, this is the books that we're writing. A lot of those things are developed on those books. Please buy them from Amazon. And this is where you find me. Thank you.